Hi guys, it's the end of week 2 of Inktober, and I hope if you're attempting this challenge that you're still on track, because for once I am. I actually just need to draw today's wolf illustration because I'm following the Orientober prompt list as I mentioned in my first Inktober video. For week 2 of Inktober, I had more opportunities to film my drawing process during the day, so I hope you will enjoy this more detailed look. I also experimented more with my inkstone and created darker cards, and at the same time went a bit crazy with my Finetech gold palette. I wanted to address the struggle of falling behind during an art challenge. I'm sure you know the feeling. Everything seems fine as long as you have to only draw a single illustration per day, but as soon as you fall behind, it can snowball out of control really quickly. It happened to me during the beginning of the week. Since I only finished work late at night, suddenly I wasn't only 1 but 2 days behind, so I had to draw 3 illustrations in 1 day. I just felt so demoralized and overwhelmed since I wanted to draw each illustration with care and not just rushing through them to keep up. Instead of trying to crack out each illustration one by one as fast as I could, I took an entire evening to just scribble sketches for the entire week, for all the prompts I had coming up, did some tiny color studies so that I would have a clear guideline to follow once I'd have the time to sit down and actually paint. I'm sure you know the feeling of sitting down and somehow you just can't draw what you have in mind, and it might be even things that usually you have no problems drawing, but suddenly every face, every expression, every background element looks unconvincing or there's obvious mistakes. It often can just be that I'm not warmed up. If I spend the entire day in front of the computer and working without drawing anything, I work as a freelance illustrator, so luckily on some days I'm actually painting the entire day anyway, so when I get to Inktober drawings in the evening, I'm already in the mindset, I'm ready to go. I've done my worst in the morning and usually I can just begin without any preamble. But if I've spent the day layouting and working with files in Photoshop, and then I suddenly sit down with a pencil in hand, nothing goes like I wanted to. I gave myself this time to just slowly warm up, get into drawing, draw from reference, collect sketches. During one kinda late evening, I drew the entire 4 motifs, so 1 for the next day and the 3 days I should have been working on. Just focused on pencil and sketching and having everything ready so that even if I'd be tired again the next day and even if I'd be not ready to paint, all I'd have to do was fill in the colors and I could then start with simple things. I'm happy with how it worked out because at the end of the week I was back on track. I had the last prompt, Wolf for Orientober by Nadia Rausa, was the first illustration that I then could focus on completely without having to finish something from the day before or the day before that. As for the illustrations themselves, I kind of leaned in to the whole mythology and dark fairy tale theme that kind of came out of the first week. I focused on Korean mythology and shamanistic rituals that I've observed myself here on Jeju Island. Week 2 in general looks a little darker and kind of more ominous than the first week. And I also noticed that overall the colors, or rather just the black color, got a lot stronger. I used less delicate shading and instead focused more on strong black surfaces and patterns, and working with empty space kind of kept them more minimalist, which didn't mean that they took less time to make, because I still focused on very tiny lines. Yeah, the style is a bit different. I'm not sure if each week will have a little bit of a different theme. I definitely want to work more with calligraphy brush techniques in the future. I quite like the style mix that came out of this. It's whimsical and dark and full of my favorite elements from mythology and Korean culture. Then for the wolf one, I'll be drawing bulge. Bulge are fire dogs from Korean myths that are sent to chase the sun and the moon and take them down to the god that sent them so that he can have their light. They always fail because when they bite the sun, their mouth burns, and when they bite the moon, their mouth gets frozen. They never succeed, but they try again and again every once in a while, so that's why you get lunar eclipses and solar eclipses. There's the dagger illustration too, and that's inspired by traditional shamanistic knife used in rituals here too. So yeah, all in all, I am really getting more into these local myths and tales and rituals, and I hope I can keep that one up for week 3 and 4. I'm trying not to plan too far ahead because I kind of like coming up with these on the spot. It's maybe not the smartest thing to do because, sometimes then you fall behind and you have to come up with way too many motifs in a single day, but maybe I'll plan ahead a little bit, do some sketches today, and then next week will go smoothly. Let's hope. I hope your Inktober is going well too, and if you're behind, don't be too hard on yourself. Make some simple motifs, make some smaller drawings, take some time off and just doodle something. It's not a race, it's not a life or death challenge, it's an opportunity to try new things, try new art techniques, improve yourself, and have maybe a set of cohesive illustrations in the end. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun so far, and I hope we can chat in the comments a bit.